sauti.
Thank you very much, members of the press. We are here still at the police station. We are waiting for the release of Dr. Miguna Miguna. Despite efforts at this direction by the DCIO and the OCPD and the OCS here, we are firmly believe that Dr. Miguna Miguna is being held at this particular police station. We are aware that the rest of the legal team in Nairobi have been able to obtain a court order from the High Court directing the immediate release of Dr. Miguna Miguna upon a deposit of a cash bail of 50,000 shillings. Our teams have confirmed to me, the legal teams in Nairobi, that that has been done. And we can only say that we now demand the immediate release of Dr. Miguna Miguna and to condemn in the strongest words possible the actions of the CID and the police to drive Dr. Miguna Miguna all the way to this outpost for absolutely no legal basis. They have no basis whatsoever to bring him all the way to Githunguri when there are courts in Nairobi and courts in Kiambu that they could very well have been presented him to. So we are waiting. We are calling on the leadership of the police, the IG himself, to obey that court order immediately, because we know that this dictatorial regime has now gotten to a place where they are ignoring court orders. But we are saying that it is now time to release Dr. Miguna Miguna, and whatever charges it is that they want to bring against him, he is prepared, and we as a legal team are prepared to face them in a court of law. That's why we are saying. That's what we are saying.
Maybe for how long has he been detained here in the Githunguri?
Personally, I have been here from around 10 o'clock, and we had information at that hour that he was being detained here. So we have been here since 10. It is now going to 4 o'clock. So all this time we know that Dr. Miguna is in the building behind you here, and we are demanding that he now be released back to his family and to his supporters.
Do you think it is intimidation?
I mean, we have said before, and we want to confirm for anyone who was harboring any doubts, Kenya is now fully in a dictatorship, and it is the responsibility of every citizen who believes in a democracy and in freedom to come up, to stand up against this dictatorship. It is the height of abuse of police power for you to arrest somebody in the manner in which Dr. Miguna was arrested. Because I know that Dr. Miguna is a lawyer, is an officer of the court. Any of us, as citizens and people who respect the rule of law, if we are summoned to appear before any police station, we would appear. But if you see the damage that has been done to his house, we hear that explosives have been used. I mean, it is absolutely necessary. But one thing that everybody knows about Dr. Miguna is that he has a very solid character. He is not going to be cowed, and none of us is going to be cowed by these illegal activities by the state. So we will continue with the quest for electoral justice in this country until it is found. We are ready and prepared. We have said on several occasions, if it is death, we are prepared for it. But we will fight for democracy in this country, and we'll fight for electoral justice.
Has anyone said why they had to bring him all the way here? Yeah, has anyone said why they had to bring him all the way here to Githunguri?
Actually, nobody has spoken as to the reasons why they had to bring him all the way to Githunguri. We know that it is an attempt to circumvent his rights under Article 49 of the Constitution, access to cattle. Even though I've been here since 10 a.m. with my colleague Willis, we have been denied access to our client. He's being held incommunicado. His phone has been confiscated. He's not allowed to see his lawyers. He's not allowed to speak to his family. So, I mean, nobody is telling us what the reason for bringing Miguna all the way to Githunguri is. But of course, this is a state that has gone rogue, and we expect that they will do such things.
Maybe just lastly, what should happen once, for the layman, if a court order is issued?
Yes.
What should happen?
I mean, any person who's aware of a court order has a responsibility to comply with that court order and ask questions later. So immediately the High Court issued the order, then the DCI and the police should immediately release Miguna wherever he is. And we know that he's here in Githunguri. We want him to be released immediately so that we can go